All right. Good morning. We had a very strange 950 candle. All right, I'm turning this off. All right, so this is not an A plus entry because this is not a valuable trade. This is way too much risk. So if we can come up and fill this gap and get some type of entry like that, I would love that. But also, we have just breached a big fair value gap for the day. Big 3-minute gap. Damn, bro, I might have just missed the entry. Because this is manipulation and we did displace very nicely. But to kind of validate this trade, we would have to go back up to further catch this move. But so these are kind of my draws right now. So we do have some sell side liquidity. With a big fair value gap right below it. But this 950 candle right here closed very weird. I think this is going to be the move, dude. I like this. Maybe we could come up and tap into some of these wicks and fill in this gap. And if that's the issue, so we want to see weakness at this point to where we can drive back up. Gosh, man, that would be like a 50-point pullback though. We could just drop from here. Dang, bro, I think I missed the entry. But yeah, so yesterday I was not allowed to participate in the markets because I did not get on my computer or on the charts at the latest 9 o'clock. So if I'm not on my charts by 9 o'clock, if I'm just too sorry to get up, I'm not allowed to trade. So that kind of hurts, but that's just like discipline. Would something like this be like crazy? Yeah, bro, I'm just gonna say that I missed the entry. Fudge. That hurts. Damn. That hurts, bro. Yeah, so we easily manipulated up for buyers to get in. Overall bias was bearish. Closed below 30-second. I like that price action. That's an A+ entry. All the way down. So the market has now entered you has now offered you a 1 to 3.7 risk to reward, and you could get out at 155 points, or you could hold. Because we haven't even crossed the 5-minute. So there's really no reason to get out. We haven't even touched the 9 SMA. EMA. Bro, it's like, how was I not ready? How did I not? Why did I not take that? Why did I not fucking take That's why this is the hardest freaking dude. It's the hardest job, but also the easiest job. Like this. Out the trade, right there. It's just hard to accept the fact, like, dude, that was the A plus setup for today. I'm not really thinking there's going to be any more. Because if it is, it's already low probable. So yeah, that is the trade. Went to my draw to the tick. So what did we do? We simply closed above this range, and then we displaced lower off of that range off of manipulation. That right there is the A plus entry for a 1 to 5 risk to reward. But it's just like, how am I not ready, bro? I was on my charts at 9 o'clock. I annotated everything perfectly on 2 different screens, and I still missed the opportunity. But I would say I did the right thing. What are you supposed to do if you miss out on an A plus entry? Well, you're either going to wait for a pullback and then enter there, or either you're going to catch the trade, or you're going to chase the trade and enter somewhere through there. So good thing is that I did not chase the trade. I initialized the trade. I did not get it in a bad R to R. So yeah, that just sucks. So if I would have taken this trade, alright, so let me show you guys this. So if I would have taken this trade, this is just on TradingView bar replay. If my stop would have been right there, which it should have been, looking on a 30-second chart. So this is like, this is where it would have been if I would have placed it on the 32nd. If I didn't, I would have probably put my stop somewhere up here. That's still too much risk. So if we would have wicked up right there, that would have been a good stop loss, because I think the trade is invalid from that point going on. So let's just watch. That's why it is so freaking hard. That is why the 1% will strive. Yeah. So I'm gonna wait to see if anything happens until 10:30, but I'm not looking to buy at all. There's no complete strong bias on why I would want to participate in buys. And this is why. So what I could do is just go through this to try to show you guys what I was looking at for the day. So market open was somewhere around here. So we would then have had to go above this range and expand 387 points. I could have had a potential entry somewhere in here to this 15-minute fair value gap, and we had one a little bit higher. We also had a great looking range right there also. That range right there and this fair value gap. Yep. Hit my draw to the tick, to the absolute tick. So what I'm really looking at here is I'm looking at 1, 2, I'm looking at 3 wicks. This would be the low, this would be, this would be the low, that would be the high. So I'm going for this median wick right here. And hit it to the absolute tick. Yeah, and it's just like, dude, I know enough information to be able to become profitable. I have what it takes. It's just, dude, it's every single day, bro. It's just something, not that something goes wrong, but it's, you have to be on point 100% of the time. And I'm such a perfectionist that it freaking sucks, bro. Alright, so we manipulated a range, yes. Have we displaced lower? Yes. Is the context there? Yes, because we would want to take some type of position to get to the nearest fair value gap. Stop loss could be above that wick. So let's see if we can get an entry off of this gap, if we can come up any higher. So now it's just emotions. It's like, do I want to try to chase the trade? Because it's so hard to tell myself, like, it's so hard right now to give myself any grace, because we have completely missed an A+ opportunity. But on the upside, I did not chase the trade, and I'm not taking any other stupid entries. So this right here could be seen as like our first initial pullback within this whole entire price leg. So let's say, even if we do come back up, I do not see that as valid. I see that is more low probable. And now we have a huge wick saying, hey, we don't want to go any lower from this point on, because we've already swept sell side. All right. So from a 3-minute perspective, do we need to be trading right now? Hell no. But if we do get a very clean rejection in price action, it's just not a healthy time to enter. Even if we can't close back into the range of the fair value gap. Okay, so what we are now looking at is a potential pullback to equilibrium. So we did sweep sell side liquidity. We did not display strong enough for any type of move. So if we do pull back into equilibrium, I'll then look for a trade entry somewhere like this, but I just want to take my loss and walk. The loss of accepting, hey, I missed that A plus entry today. We did everything right by not taking any more entries, and we just full on blew it. Gosh, damn it though, man. That was so good with, like, in terms of A plus context, because as soon as we closed below, I was already bearish on the day. That right there validated my whole entire trade idea. And then we closed below. That is perfect displacement. That is, I like that price action. And as soon as we did that and we printed this candle, I would then have to accept, dude, I have a 70-point stop loss. I would have to risk a little bit down, maybe 10 contracts. And I was like, okay, well, I want to see if we can, as of right there, I'm not looking for any pullback. So I would just have to take that trade right there. And that's what happened. So I'm going to look until 10:30, and if I don't find any type of A+++ setup, I'm going to walk and then continue to go to the gym, come back home and cook, and then go to work and reminisce on a freaking A+ entry. It just sucks, bro, because I'm doing everything right in terms of discipline. And that's the thing with trading. You can do everything right, external discipline and internal discipline. You could be on the charts ready, and you have 30 minutes to analyze everything, which is a perfect amount of time, and you still fuck up by missing the A+ entry. You can do that's the thing, you can do 99.9% of things right and still miss the entry. That's one thing that I've got to stay more focused. And it's not like I was talking too much. It's not like it's just like it happened so quick, which was the same thing on Tuesday. This was Tuesday's scenario. We manipulated lower, we closed back above the range, and that looked really, really good on a 30-second. And then what we could have done is we could have waited for the pullback entry. Right there. For a 1-2, catching 122 points. Then we close above the range and we displace lower there. So I missed out on 2 trade opportunities. Let's just say we would have gotten out whenever we could have gotten out of that fair value gap for a 1 to 2.8 of 69 points. That would have been very, very nice. Or I could have waited until we closed on the 5 EMA. What about the 9? Or we could have gotten out there. So what has happened this week? It's like I'm not. That right there is lazy shit. That right there is unacceptable. Today, this right here is also unacceptable. How do you not take initiative on this trade? And that's what I have to deal with this for another 12 hours that I'm up. And it's hard, bro. It's so frustrating because I'm doing everything right besides this one thing. Because at the end of the day, did this follow every single pillar of my criteria? Yes. Why did you not take the trade? And I was convinced even right there. So you had another minute to decide. And the context was A++ because I was so bearish today. I was so bearish, and then we closed below this range that validates everything. And you just watch it. You just watch it go by. But you know what? That is going to fuel me to go kill myself at the gym. And it's like, no, the amount of money risked did not change at all. But this is an overall loss on the day that I have to psychologically. Man. And I know it might seem that way of, bro, don't beat yourself up. You still have so much time, so whatever. But it's just like, damn. And it's like, bro, I was on my charts at 9 o'clock. I could have been rewarded with freedom of the day at 10 o'clock off the charts. That is best case scenario. So have we strongly manipulated this range? No. We did close above and close below, and we're getting good price action, but we have to close to still validate that. It's not good enough. So would I be emotional? Let's say that we pull back and we have fabulous price action with a great candle closure. I just think the narrative's different from here. Because now what we've done within bullish order flow is we have perfectly filled in this fair value gap.
Order filled. Order filled.
No, I'm not doing that, bro. That is a bad freaking trade. Let's just wait. Let's be very patient on this because I'm not about to do this. I'm not about to have. Because we have manipulated, we started to displace, retrace, filled in the fair value gap, held strong. I don't like that. So what happens psychologically right there? You guys just witnessed me try to, you guys just witnessed me fight off the old version of myself. That's basically what just happened. The old version of myself will want to enter right there. I'm not seeing that. That's not a good entry because we didn't strongly manipulate. It's not strong bearish signature. And this is on the 30-second time frame that I do not need to be looking at. I don't care, bro. That's a 30-second entry. That should not be even looking at. Even if the trade does hit, I would not be happy with that. So yeah, I don't want to watch this anymore. That's going to be the trade for today. I hope you guys can gather and gain knowledge off of my experience. So yeah, that's going to be the trade today. I'll be back tomorrow. Peace.